Hello everyone, this is 𝗕cie 𝗪𝗆 consultant, author, and educator, and licensed professional. Today what we're going to discuss is how to book an appointment as a professional or as a future professional within the industry of barbering and cosmetology, nail technician, or esthetician. You either have a difference nowadays of doing it the old school way, which means penciling in and having an actual physical calendar, or you can also do the new way of making appointments, which is using apps and technology to go ahead and book your appointments. So before we break it down and get right into it, I want you to make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this video, and also make sure you comment below, and I'll be right back. 𝗕cie 𝗪𝗆 consultant finally has a solution for those wanting to either book an appointment or either check out other websites that 𝗕cie 𝗪𝗆 consultant is connected with. All you really have to do to see what this amazing app is all about is just look up. Look up? Yeah, look up in the bio and click the link. Fast, simple, and connected. I'm back to let you know on how to best schedule your appointments while in a shop. And is taking walk-ins extremely important for you or not? And if so, how do you schedule them into your appointment-based situation? So the first thing that I would recommend anybody do is to figure out what step do you want to take. Do you want to go old school way of consistently writing down your appointments as someone calls, the landline or your cell phone? Or you can also have someone not even contact you and just go through your website and book an appointment. These are all things that you must consider in regards to having an appointment base. Another thing is online appointments. When we sit down and think about how do we allow people to book appointments with us, online base may be one thing for you as you being a future professional. That may be something that you want to do. Another thing is you want to set a time frame and have an understanding of each client that comes into your chair. You want to make sure that you time a haircut. Once you time a haircut, this will allow you to know when you can schedule in the next person. One thing you don't want to do, especially nowadays as things are needing to be more sanitary and disinfectant, and that's another thing we'll roll into next, is that you want to make sure that you don't want to have people so much bunched into an environment. That's one thing you don't want, and people have always been so much of a nuisance, clientele-wise, been so much of a nuisance to tell you that they don't want to sit here and wait for you. That's one thing they want to do. They want to be in and out. They don't want to sit up here and sit down and talk and do that stuff. Most of the time, people are about their business, so they have a time schedule. They have a family. They have things that they have to do. So you want to make sure that you have a time schedule of each haircut that you do. Make sure you record it and write it down. And that way, that will allow you to best position yourself for one client to the next. In regards to going into the next situation, you want to make sure that you also have time enough to sanitize, disinfect your tools, implements, and equipment. And also, not only that, but your chair, the chair that they sit in. Whether it be as a nail technician, you may want to disinfect and sanitize the tub in which you put your client's foot in, or the chair that they sit in. These are all things that need to happen and occur. And you don't want to not have that happen. You want to put a few minutes set aside just for that situation of disinfecting and sanitation. The next thing is to make sure you set up your times in which you're in a shop. Okay, some people, like for instance, the salon, the nail shops, the barber shops, they close Sunday and Monday. Sometimes it's Monday through Sunday, and it's nonstop, 7 days a week, 24 hours. And you have to figure out, you have to really actually have an understanding, get an understanding with yourself, get an understanding with your clients to better help them figure out how they want to set up their schedule. Is it a situation where you do only Tuesday through Saturday from 9 to 5? Or do you do Monday through Sunday, 9 to 5? Or Sundays maybe from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. These are all things that you want to try to implement and write down and figure out for yourself to better be able to accommodate not only your time schedule, but you're also your clients. Because understand this, not only do your clients have a family and things to do, you also should want to have free time for yourself and availability to do whatever you want to do. Because a lot of times we sit up here and we work 7 days a week, 24 hours, and we don't have a rest time. It's always consistently on the clock. And sometimes you want to give yourself that time to reset. And that way you'll be able to be better rested. You won't put so much pressure on your knees, your legs, your arms. Because you got to understand, you got to be able to take care of yourself. And health is wealth. Because understand this, if you're sitting up here working nonstop and you're not taking care of your health, that can be a bad situation. Because in the long run, you're looking at the money aspect, but you've only been in the industry or your shop atmosphere for so long. And compared to you taking care of your health and consistently doing it year after year after year and increasing up on your price. So these are all things that I want to make sure that people have an understanding. And if you have a hairstyle or a client that wants the most done to them, they need the most pampering, they need the most attention, I would recommend that you book that client early on in advance, early in within the day. Sometimes you don't want to mix them in within the middle of the day, because you got to understand that client is going to take more time than usual. And you definitely want to make sure that you upcharge them, because if you don't, like I said, you're wasting your time in regards to time to income ratio. Okay, so make sure that you set that time up early on, or you can do it at the end of the day. It's all contingent upon you, but make sure when it comes down to long, time-consuming hairstyles that you go ahead and set them either up in the beginning or the end of the day, because you don't want to put them in the middle of the day when it's booked and busy for you, to the point where now you're messing up your time frame of your appointments from this person to the next. So these are all things and ideas and keys that you want to take into effect, especially when it comes down to booking in this new generation of technology compared to past generations where they just write down within their appointment books on how to book one client from the next client. So I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked the information. But if so, please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and make sure that you always come back to get more information from 𝗕cisque Consultant. And also make sure you go ahead and go to www.spodycuts.com. That's www.spodycuts.com.
What up? This is Mr. Kenny, the Educational Director for 𝗕cie Skincare. I just want to let everybody know, thank you for watching all these videos. But if you want more education, more content, all you got to do is subscribe to my YouTube page. That's at Spoety Cuts. And also make sure you follow me at 𝗕cisque Consultant through Instagram.